Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, oh, right, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, well, it's great. Yeah, great. Oh, Christ's sake. No, it's wonderful having, we're very pleased about the success of the new album, you know, and it's great having a number one album again, considering the band hasn't really done anything last 10 years, so. Breath of fresh air. Right. What? No, Bill, I don't, no. Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because actually, I used to do quite a few drugs, you know. Well, it was, drugs are not good for anybody, are they? You know, I mean, it's, I was telling Trevor just the other day, I mean, how is it that we managed to survive, yeah? I mean, after Jimmy died, and after Janice died, and after John died, I mean, why did we die, yeah? We should have died, you know. All the stuff we did, you know. Well, I'll tell you what it was like. I mean, I used to get up every morning, mate. I was bonified, right? I just get up every morning before I brush my teeth. I would smoke a joint. While I was smoking a joint, I'd pop a beer, right? And while I'm sipping the beer, I would cook up a spoon of, you know, cocaine or heroin, whatever's right there, just to shoot that. Just totally fucking wasted, you know. And, just, turn on the telly, right? Yeah, order up some lunch, yeah. Call up some girls, get high with them, fool around with the girls, and get high some more. And I did that every single day for 5 years. It was horrible. No, it was horrible. It was wonderful. I mean, and it's not, I won't lie to you, because my life's about honesty today. Well, we saw a lot of tragic consequences, right? People very close to us, you know. I'll never forget, we were cutting the Wild Horses album, and... Huh? Yeah, it's a fucking great album, man. I mean, it's a fucking classic, right? Good one on that, you know, it's just a fucking... Well, anyway, so Hoover shows up, and he's got a coffee can full of white Peruvian cocaine, absolutely pure, absolutely wonderful. I don't know if you've ever had... It's quite a fucking experience, but so we were playing that, and in those days we didn't just have, just cocaine. I mean, Trevor was smoking Afghan hash around the clock, and Nigel was in his crystal meth period at the time, and Jimmy had a large bottle of NyQuil. So we were fucking wasted, mate, but we started to fucking play. Christ, I'll tell you, we have never played like that in our lives. I mean, it was like we had ESP going around the room. We're playing and we're jamming. I mean, we're just going, it's fucking historic, mate. We're just going like this. And I'm looking down at my hands and I'm thinking, Christ, it's not me playing the fucking guitar. I mean, it's not me playing, is it? Fuck. No, it's God playing, right? Yeah. Yeah. What was I talking about? So we stopped playing. We're playing this fucking historic music for about an hour. What's going on? I look up in the control room, and there's Hoover over there. He's banging his head against the glass like that. He's got blood coming off of his forehead. He's got cocaine shooting out of his mouth. I look like deranged Sandy balls, and I was like, well, you see, the thing is, he forgot to push the record button. He went stop raving mad, didn't he? Yeah. Took him right out of there in a straitjacket, straight to sanitarium. And that's tragic. No, we were closest mates in the whole fucking world, right? Thick and thin. I don't know where he is. No, I don't know where he is. He's somewhere, isn't he? Well, that's the insidious thing about drugs, isn't it? You're having such a good time that you don't realise what a bad time you're having. So, I mean, that was it for me. I got cleaned up on that tour. Woke up one morning, luxury hotel. I've got no idea where I am. Right? Beautiful naked girl in a bed next to me. I've got no fucking idea who she is. Champagne bottles on the floor, right? Cocaine on every horizontal surface in the room. I was so weak that I couldn't pick up my own head, So, I picked up the remote control. I'd saved my life. Yeah, you've got a woman on over here, absolute genius. Well, a bit of a weight problem goes up. Oprah, right? And she says to me on the television, she says, hey, if you have not lived to your full potential, you're not really alive. Fucking profound, mate. I mean, she's talking about me, isn't she? Because there I was, you know, young, right, rich, good looking, right, intelligent, good looking. And what am I doing in life? You know, I'm on drugs day and night, right? You know, I mean, because I can understand, right? Let's say we're talking about some Negro fella, some Puerto Rican guy in the ghetto. I can understand that. But in my case, it's a waste of human potential. Because I'll tell you what, Bill, you can have your caviar breakfast, lunch and dinner, right? Come cold fly back and forth to London, want of cash, women willing to do whatever you want them to do, you know, treating you like a god, you know, your house in London, house in New York, house in Los Angeles, you know, house in the Bahamas. That was a mistake, but if it doesn't mean anything, what's the point, right? Well, anyway, yeah. So I got cleaned up, I went cold turkey, right? Had my blood changed, and and I feel like I've been reborn, yeah. And I really like myself now. I think I can say with honesty that, I've come to terms with my own genius. Well, it's not such a burden anymore, is it? You know? So anyway, the whole band got cleaned up, and we're one big happy family, you know, and we wanted to give, what? That's why we are doing the benefit to aid Amazonian Indians. Right? Yeah, they're Indians, I think. These people in the jungle. Well, no, because Trevor's got a house down now. Oh, this is great. So we're down there, you know, and he's got we're going on. And we're coming, then there's a little clearing there. Well, it turns out it's an Indian village. And Bill, the poverty was fucking staggering me. I mean, the little children running around with no shoes on, right? With the dogs, no shoes, right? Women half naked, breastfeeding their infants, right? Straight from the breast. No running water, right? No Coke, no Pepsi. I was fucking parched, man. We met the chief of the fucking village, right? He did not own a stitch of clothing. Standing there, his willy hanging out, every little piece of, you know, wood, a feather, I don't know. The man could not speak a word of English. Right? It's fucking heartbreaking, man. I turned to Trevor, I said, hey, we've got to do something about this. I mean, we are the fucking world, are we not? Right? Yeah. And I hate to say this, but a lot of these benefits, right, they're just ego trips. Right? They make all this money, and they throw it at the people. These are primitive people, mate. They've never fucking seen money. I mean, they don't know what to do with money. Yeah, so we found out. There's a lot of things that we've got that they really like, right? Digital wristwatches, right? Cigarette lighters, right? Cigarettes, I love cigarettes, you know. So we thought, we'd buy that stuff over here, and we'd ship it down there. And we improve their lives in some, you know, significant way, right? Yeah, well, it's nothing, yeah, thank you, bro, yeah. So anyway, we just wanted to say, when we're on MTV, if you could just tune in, and keep in mind that for every dollar that's donated, a full 20%, I think, goes straight to the or you can buy the record when it comes out, and keep in mind that it's brought to you by Brown Barrel Beer and Remington Cigarettes. I'm sorry, I had to get that in there, you know, just because the cigarette people have been fantastic, yeah? No, they shipped a whole truckload of cigarettes down there to pass out to these Indians. I mean, they've been really over the top. like to say one more thing, if I might, because I know there's a lot of kids out there watching tonight, right? And they buy our records and they memorise lyrics on them and they live their lives by them, you know? So I know that everything I've got to say is really, really fucking important. Yeah, look at this camera over here. Yeah. I've done a lot of drugs. My music's been inspired by drugs. And I think it's safe to say I've had some of the best fucking times of my life. That doesn't mean you should do it. Well, all right then, thank you. Yeah. Good night, thank you very much.